welcome to our GPS regatta coverage from the Nepean River at Penrith. A hot afternoon, and we'll be seeing 6 races on the program involving the 8 Sydney GPS schools. The first 4s for the Yaralla Cup. This ranks second only in prestige to the School Championship 8s, and the crews from the far side are Scots in Station 1, Sydney High in Station 2, across to the Kings in Station 3, St Joseph College in Station 4, a long gap of water there. In 5 we have Newington, or Sydney Grammar rather, in 5, Newington in 6, Shaw in 7, and St Ignatius in 8. They're racing. Here's Laurie Steptoe.
But the way the crews go in this first 4s event, we'll just take them from the eastern side first of all. Scots in 1, Sydney High School in 2, a very bright start from Sydney High. In 3 is King's School. St Joseph's in 4, very strong in the water and away well. 5 is Sydney Grammar. 6 is Newington. 7 is Shaw. And on the far side, St Ignatius. Well, it was a very bright start from many of the crews, and I can only say that the crews on the eastern side got away exceedingly well. In the centre of the course, we have St Joseph's, the crew which I mentioned as being the heaviest in the event, and they're rowing very strongly indeed. They have good boat work and control, and good run between each stroke. And in fact, they've opened up a lead of something like a half a length. St Joseph's now a half a length ahead of the crew that probably is next showing out best, is the one on the far side and the western side as we view it. That is the crew from St Ignatius. St Joseph's probably about a half a length in front of St Ignatius, and the crews are spread out right across the river because the crew in station number 1 on the eastern side, Scots College, is also starting to range up on the other 4s. Scots rowing very strongly indeed. They've had a very, very successful preparation throughout the season, and they're very strong indeed in the water. And Scots in 1 would only be a matter of a quarter of a length behind the crew that I called St Joseph's as being in the lead. Indeed, Scots are improving. In Station 2, High School is starting to drop back, and they'd be something like 2 lengths now behind the leaders, as would King's would be about a length behind Scots. They're in Station number 3. In the centre of the course, in 4, St Joseph's, very powerful indeed. A tigerish approach to their work. As I said, good run at making every blade full count, which is just what's needed on this river this afternoon. Alongside of them, and starting to trail out slightly, is Sydney Grammar, as is the crew from Newington in Station number 6. Then on the far side, Shaw School in 7, and St Ignatius starting to improve their position right over on the western side in 8. St Ignatius is a crew which has had good preparation, and even though they're perhaps a little light, they are in fact starting to range up there on the far side. Concentrating on the race which is developing, and I must say it's here on the eastern side that all the action is at this very moment, as Scots in 1 hold a lead of something like a half a length to 3/4 of a length over St Joseph's, the crew in the middle of the river in 4, and St Joseph's in turn about a half a length over St Ignatius. And of course, St Ignatius on the western side, the bow is somewhat obscured from me, but they're starting to range up very well indeed on the far side and making a great race on that side of the course. Then trailing back will be the crews in 7, Shaw, and in Station 6, Newington, and last in the event at this stage would be Sydney High School, the crew in Station number 2. Concentrating on the eastern bank and on Scots College. Scots holding a lead. It looks like a half a length now over St Joseph's in the centre of the course. Good race between these two. Of the 2 crews, looking at St Joseph's, we can see they've got still retaining that body swing. I wonder whether perhaps as they go down the course they may have a sprint in them. I think they probably will, and they will need it, because on the far side 2 crews have moved up, and moved up very strongly indeed. In 7 is Shaw School, and in 8 St Ignatius, and in their own way they're having a real race on that side of the course, and ultimately will move up and challenge the present leader, Scots. However, as they come down towards the quarter mile mark, with only a quarter of a mile to go, I want a great race developing from St Ignatius on the far side, Shaw School in 7, in the centre of the course still St Joseph's College, and on the eastern side Scots, as we cross now to our shore commentators.
And with 400 metres to go, we can see Scots. They're away to the extreme left and further left. There they are now. That's Scots in front. In Station 2 is Sydney High well back. In 3 is King's dropping back. And in the middle of the river we have St Joseph's in 4 and Grammar in 5. Newington 6, but the 2 crews on this side, Shaw and St Ignatius, the main challenge to Scots, who are way across on the far side in Station 1.
Once again, the crews spread well out, but it's St Ignatius in lane 8 from Shaw, and then on Scots right across on the far side. This is a very, very close one indeed. a very, very good crew from St Ignatius. There's 300 metres to go. They're just in advance of Shaw, and right across on the far side, the Scots College. This is a wonderful race. It's so close indeed. The St Ignatius College just in advance of Shaw and Scots together, and back from them comes Sydney Grammar School, then St Joseph's College, then the King's School and Newington College, and then Sydney High School. But Scots College now on the very far side, throwing out the strongest of challengers, but at this stage it's St Ignatius College on the Emu Plain Bank, just in advance of Shaw and Scots together, and with just about 100 metres to go, it's the St Ignatius College responding now to a challenge from the Scots College.
The last 100 metres, the interest on both sides of the river. Right across on the far side we have Scots. On this side we have St Ignatius and Shaw, and those three crews are fighting it out, and any one of the three could win. It does appear that St Ignatius are tiring slightly, Shaw coming at them, and Scots perhaps on the far side are finishing stronger than the three. It's Scots, Shaw, St Ignatius, those three crews going stroke for the line. Only about 30 or 40 metres to go. It's any one of the three. There's not a canvas between the three crews. Perhaps Shaw coming through in station 7, finishing fast from the out, and Shaw perhaps will be in front. It's Shaw, Scots, St Ignatius. Let's see who's the winner. Shaw, possibly St Ignatius or Scots. A wonderful race. Grammar coming across in 4th place from St Joseph's, King's, then Newington and Sydney High, and that's the first time today that we're not absolutely sure of the result, but I think that Shaw, Sydney Church of England Grammar School in station 7 were the winner, but not certain about 2nd and 3rd.
No, I think it's very, very close indeed, and with that angle there, it's one to really wait on the judges' official result. A great race it was between those three crews, between Shaw, Scots and St Ignatius. The Shaw crew, coached by Bob Sherlaw, averaged 73 kilograms. It was stroked by Angus Vivens and Stephen Lambert.
And we've had an unofficial result flash through, as we called them. Shaw first, St Ignatius second, Scots third. That's how we saw them across the line. Now Scots, I would say, were in front with 60 or 70 metres to go.
Yes, that's St Ignatius showed all the points there, but the crews came through. Scots and Shaw both came through very, very strongly at the finish. That was certainly the best race on this program. We'll just wait though on that official result. Wait till we see the flags go up.
And what are the smallest margin? The canvas the smallest margin, or in feet, or how do they
No,
go?
they get down to a 1 foot margin. Well, a canvas is about 6 feet, and you come down to about a 1 foot margin, and I don't think they'd give any margin less than that in the...
I'm wondering if they've gone metric.
A very good point. I've never heard of a lesser margin than that in the head of the river, and I wouldn't like to see a margin less than about a foot. But they haven't gone metric in this kind of race, so, but we'll just wait on that official result for you shortly. Of course, in international races, the margins are given in times. We talk in terms of seconds, yes, between first and second and second and third.
So we're standing by for the result, and the official result is just coming through. Well, here's a most interesting result just coming through. A correction to the unofficial result we had. Scots in station 1 defeated St Ignatius in station 8 for 2nd place. And the result was Shaw first in station 7, Scots second in station 1, St Ignatius third in station 8. Shaw, Scots and St Ignatius. But listen to these margins. 3 feet by 2 feet, 5:43. 3 feet by 2 feet, 5 minutes 43, the fastest time today, and definitely the smallest margins.
Well, that's the closest race you'd ever get on this river, 3 feet and 2 feet. But what a triumph that race was for Bob Sherlaw, former Olympian. He coached the winning Shaw first four and the winning Shaw second four. Both crews won today, both excellent crews, and there is a great show for Shaw in producing 2 winning crews, having the services of Bob Sherlaw, one of the great Australian oarsmen of some years back, and now showing his hand just as well at coaching.
So Shaw winning 2 of the 4-4 races, and also a 2nd in the 3rd fours.